I think maybe the single biggest thing that I do as a head coach is hiring people. I didn't used to look at it like that. You know, you hire your initial staff as a head coach, and then when people move on, I looked at having to interview guys in January and December and having to go through the process. I looked at that as a complete pain in the rear end. And every time I resented it, and I didn't make some of the best decisions in hiring people. My biggest mistake that I would do is I would predetermine it. Well, if you're going to predetermine it, just hire the guy anyway. If you're going to go through a process, go into the process with an open mind. Number one, you'll learn a lot about whatever position that guy coaches. But number two, it may surprise you. The other thing that I learned is, early on, I was under the, I came up kind of in the Joe Paterno, Jimmy Johnson tree through Dave Wanstead. And most of those guys where you only hire people that you either worked with or one of the guys on the staff worked with. And that is probably true to an extent, but I grew later as a coach, and it was at the end of my time at Rutgers that it didn't have to be anymore. One of the guys who came and did an incredible job for us at Rutgers and at Tampa, and then has gone on to great coaching success at Western Michigan, at Minnesota, is PJ Fleck. And PJ undoubtedly was one of the guys that helped us build this program. And I can remember I didn't want to hire him because I had never worked with him and no one on my staff had worked with him. But I can remember being with him for a whole day and saying, this guy is someone special. This guy will be a great receiver coach, but he won't be with me long because this guy is going to be a head coach. And that was a big step for me. Right? And now I have an offensive coordinator, Sean Gleason, who I think is the best in the country. And I didn't know Sean. But again, it was a big step for me to do that, to hire someone that I hadn't worked with. And I couldn't have made a better decision. And I look at those, I wish I would have understood that earlier in my career, that if you take the time to go through the process and you become comfortable with someone, is it infallible? No, you make mistakes. But man, what a